in the post or in the mid-range area to floor and try to stay home with those other guys so they don't get going. And then you got this incredible balance across their lineup. I mean, all 6 of their top guys played well tonight. So you do wonder going forward, is that something that maybe Miami's going to force him to do, is take advantage of more scoring opportunities for himself? Because I think he would be reluctant to play that way.
All right, Tim, plenty more conversation to come with you. We got touch screens, as we always do in these moments. But let's welcome in Jamal Murray now, who joins us now live on the show. Jamal, hey, it's Scott Van Pelt. Thanks so much for throwing on the headset. Congratulations on the victory. You guys have been waiting, and I'm always interested when you have to wait and you've been in such a rhythm, how you fill that time and prepare. What was sort of Coach Malone's message about how to fill that time to be as prepared as you all were tonight?
We just have to stay sharp. Got a lot of conditioning, a lot of possessions, running our script, making sure everybody knows our plays first. Preparing for both teams with the good things that they do, the common denominators that they have. I thought we did a good job of just pacing ourselves all week and being ready to come out today.
Given how well Miami had done on the road, particularly in game ones, the focus that you guys have, look, it's the NBA Finals. I'm sure you don't need any extra motivation, but given how well they had prepared, how much did that sharpen the focus, Jamal, that you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty good in game ones as well. So
no doubt.
Just doing what we do, especially on our home court, and now we're able to get the job done.
They were held to a playoff low 93 tonight. How much of a focus, of an emphasis was that for you, the defensive end?
Yeah, we knew they were going to be scrappy. They're going to play for the whole shot clock. They're going to play for the whole 48 minutes. They're a very resilient, gritty team. So we just had to be prepared for that. I thought we did a good job all 48 minutes, just limiting the runs and creating offense on our own.
You've been very matter-of-fact throughout, like right during that Lakers series, one more win, no, 5 more wins. All right, so now it's 3 more wins. Did anything about this stage and this game feel more significant other than the graphics that are on the floor that say, hey, it's the NBA Finals?
No, I mean, this is the last series we have to complete our quest, and that's how we're looking at it. We've done a good job in game 1, and then we got to do a better job in game 2. We know they're going to come out a little bit more aggressive and there's some adjustments, and we just have to be ready for that and take our home court.
That was my last quick question, and I appreciate your patience. I don't think this was their best, but I know it wasn't yours either. In what way could you all be better in game 2?
To start the half, to start the quarters, I thought we let our guard down. I didn't start off the fourth quarter well. That was my bad. And I thought we did a good job just settling down, executing, taking our time, and finding the best possible shot down the stretch.
3 more wins. Jamal, thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets are victors. He and Jokic both go for 20 and 10. Second pair of teammates to have 25 and 10 in a finals game. It's always fun when you're on a list that includes Magic Johnson and big game James Worthy, and they are, along with Jordan and Pippen. Time now for the post-game report. MarkJackson joins us from courtside where Denver, Mark, they really jumped the Miami Heat. They led comfortably. That first quarter, we just showed the highlights. Jokic doesn't shoot until there's 3 seconds left. He was facilitating, making them putting him in a great place with his passing. How much do you enjoy just watching him work on that end of the floor?
Well, I was a kid growing up, learning the game and understanding the game, and that's the way I saw the game being played. The best players in the world, historically, don't have to score to impact the game. And that's exactly what we witnessed him doing, setting the tone, getting guys quality looks on the offensive end, whether it be mismatches, recognition, reading, and reacting. Just a brilliant, brilliant passer and climbing the charts as one of the truly all-time great players in the history of this game.
Yeah, but Mark, we're men of a certain age. If I'd have told you or me back in the 80s there's going to be this big 7-foot European who's like a point guard, we'd have rolled our eyes, right? I mean, it's just wild to see the way the game has morphed and the way they're able to play through him and obviously Murray. But as I just asked Jamal, I don't think this was their best. In what ways do you think Denver could be better, even after a game where they won comfortably?
Well, you saw the Miami Heat hurt them late with the high screen and roll, miscommunication with the coverage. You also saw the zone of the Miami Heat disrupt the Denver Nuggets at times offensively. Bam Adebayo did a great job of scoring and had a big-time basketball game. You can slow him down. So there's certainly things that Coach Michael Malone can highlight and challenge his team to be better at, because make no mistake about it, we know this Miami Heat team. They're not going to lay down. They're going to make the proper adjustments and bounce back.
I don't like to go for low-hanging fruit, but sometimes what's obvious is obvious for a reason. How tired do you think Miami was, and what role might that have played against a team who'd been waiting for quite a while?
It could have worked either way, Scott, and that's low-hanging fruit. But I will say this, though. The Miami Heat were ready. They very well could have gained the momentum off of going to Boston and winning a Game 7 and then automatically be fluid again tonight. That wasn't the case. Give the Denver Nuggets credit. They rested, they prepared, they got their work in, and they were ready for Game 1. And because of that, they find themselves with a 1-0 lead in the finals.
Last quick thought. You've been through so many of these battles on both sides of it, right? When you win, you know they're going to adjust. When you lose, you say, here's what we'll tweak. We have great respect for Coach Spoelstra. He's earned it. What would you expect to see them attempt to do differently, other than make a ton of wide open looks they had from the three that just didn't go down? Outside of that, Mark, what do they do differently?
Understand that they were outplayed tonight, and that's first and foremost. Give credit to the Denver Nuggets. This is not going to be an easy task. And then react and respond. They got to be better defensively. They got to make life a little bit tougher for Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. And then they got to figure out how they're going to defend the bigger, stronger, longer wing players in Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. They impacted the game early. I fully expect the Miami to make the proper adjustments and make this an interesting series.
Yeah, got to be better on that two-point shooting, right? There was like 65%, I think Denver was, from two in the first half, built that significant lead, and they were able to coast to the tape and grab a 1-0 NBA Finals lead. Mark, I appreciate your time. Hopefully we will do it again during the series a little later.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. All right, we are just past the top of the hour here, 11 Eastern time, the NBA Finals. Game 1 in the books. Denver, as we were just talking about, jumped out to a comfortable lead and was able to largely cruise to the tape. Miami did get to within 9 in the fourth, but got no closer. Michael Malone and the Nuggets defend home floor once again, a 1-0 series lead against Miami in the NBA Finals.
Well, there are a lot of things that I liked. To hold that team to 93 points, only 40 from the field, 33 from the three-point line, which is below their 39% in the playoffs. And probably the most impressive defensive stat was only 2 free throw attempts. I think we got there 20 times, and Jimmy Butler is one of the best in the business at getting to the foul line. So 2 free throw attempts. I thought our guys did a great job of defending without fouling. And to your point, I felt for 3 quarters our defense was where it needed to be. Fourth quarter, 60% allowed, 30 points. And I think it's, as I told our players, we're up 1-0, that's great, but we have to close games out. We're up 21 to start that fourth quarter, and they open up with a quick 8-0 run. Turnover, layup. We missed a few open shots against the zone, give up some threes. So in the finals, man, you can't pick and choose when you want to play. We got to play much closer to 48 minutes.
Second row on the right.
Coach, to win another Game 1, to set that tone again in a series, you guys have continuously done that in the postseason. How helpful has it been to do that, and how impressive was it tonight?
Well, that was one of my last messages to our group before the game. I reminded our group, if they didn't know, that Miami went into Milwaukee and won Game 1. They went into the Garden in New York City and won Game 1. They won Game 1 up in Boston. So we did not want them coming in here taking control of the series on our court. To your point, we've done a hell of a job all season long of protecting our home court. I don't think we've lost a game at home in the playoffs as of yet. And we know Sunday night's going to be a hell of a challenge. So proud of our guys for going out there and getting the win. Michael Porter, double-double. Jamal Murray, double-double. Nikola, triple-double. I felt Aaron Gordon's play on both ends of the floor in that first half really set the tone. And I thought Bruce was really good off the bench. So this was everybody stepping up, doing their job, but knowing that we can all be a lot better come Sunday.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned that Aaron Gordon set the tone. Can you talk about just what has impressed you the most about the sacrifice that he has made for this team and the defense that he's played against some of the best guys in the league throughout the postseason?
Yeah, I think Aaron, we always talk about Nikola embodying, Nuggets culture. And I think Aaron Gordon is, a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He understood with Jamal Michael coming back this year, being healthy, that his role was going to change. He never once fought it. He's embraced it from day one of this season and gone out there, whether it's guarding Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and now obviously guarding a guy like Jimmy Butler. He does a lot of the dirty work for us. And a lot of times, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And they were switching early on, and I felt he was really big in terms of sitting down in front of the rim, scoring in the paint, finishing at the rim. And then again, just, his effort on the defense.